I'm feeling a bit sleepy.
A little bit sleepy. Why? What did you do
Yes.
last night?
I was coding.
Coding. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm last year student.
Okay. What kind of coding are you getting into? What kind of dev work?
I am making a web project with my team.
Okay. Can you tell me a bit more? Like what kind of web? Is it it's like a database type thing or?
It's you can book a badminton account.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it's like databasing. It's capturing information, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Cool, man. And where are you from? What city do you live in?
I'm living in Harare right now. Yes, I'm my cousin.
Oh, cool. Okay. So wait, Marie, they're not related to you, yeah? Mai Chi.
Sorry?
Mai
Chi is spelled, yeah. Chung An is a cousin of Mai Chi.
But not related to you. Different family.
Yes.
What? Yes, they are related. They are related.
Two sides. I never seen him before.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm just checking.
It's a big family, a giant family.
Okay, cool. Well, it's nice to meet you, Chung Ai. What kind of things do you do for fun? What are your hobbies?
I'm doing fun. Well, I'm an IT student.
Yeah.
I'm playing video game, of course.
Okay. Nice. And what made you get into IT? What made you start coding? Is it like a passion? Is it something you just enjoy, or?
I just think coding is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay, yeah, it's a cool thing to do. Yeah.
But nice. I don't think it's cool now.
You don't think it's cool now? Too much work.
Yeah. It's really hard.
Okay.
And it makes me feel a headache too.
It gives you a headache. One of my friends is a coder, but he's really good. He's been doing it for like 25, 30 years, but he's a hacker, right? So he gets hired by companies to try and hack their security systems. And every time he finds like a problem in the security, he sends them like where the issue is, and then they pay him money. So every time he hacks a website, he gets money for it, which is pretty cool. That's his job. And he lives in Da Nang.
Oh.
Yeah. And
that's cool.
It is really cool. And he works from home. He just works from home. Cool. Yeah. And he gets paid loads of money to do that. Like just hacking websites. Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty cool. But nice to meet you, Chung Ai. Hi Min, hello bud.
Nice
how are you?
I'm fine.
You fine? You look familiar. Have I been your teacher before? Have I taught you?
I think I haven't met you before.
Where did we meet, bud? It was long ago, yeah?
No, I think I haven't met.
Oh, you haven't? You look really familiar. Okay, cool, man. Where are you from? Also Hanoi?
I'm from Hanoi.
Don't put on mute. I want to talk to you. Cool. Do you like your city? Do you like where you live?
Yes, I think I like.
Okay, but why? What do you like about it?
I don't know. I think it's just familiar to me.
Okay, it's just familiar. Yeah, that's what you know. Nice answer. And what are you studying? Are you studying or working?
I'm studying. I'm a high school student.
You're still a high school student. Okay, cool. And what do you want to be? What do you want to do when you leave?
I don't know.
Oh no. Oh, what year? How old are you now?
I'm 16.
16. Okay, cool, man. Nice. And what are your hobbies? What do you do for fun?
reading books or playing games.
Cool, man. Yeah, those are my two hobbies also. What kind of books do you like? When I say what kind, I mean genre. So do you like fantasy? Do you like history? Sci-fi?
I think
Manga?
I like fantasy books.
Me too. What's your favorite fantasy? That's my favorite genre. That's my favorite type of book.
I like Harry Potter.
Yeah, me too. That's one of my favorites. It's okay, my man. If you like fantasy, I've got some really cool fantasy books I'll tell you about, okay? Like, my favorite. I've been reading fantasy books for a long time. I've got a whole bookshelf here, like, full of them. Yeah. I read, like, hundreds of fantasy books. But I'll tell you my top 5 after class, okay? But it's nice to meet you, Hamin. Nhật ha, hello? Xin chào. Huh?
Nhật Hà ơi.
Nhật ha?
Nhật Hà.
There we go. Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
That's cool. Sorry, just before we continue, can you bend your camera just down a bit so I can see your mouth? Because sometimes, I don't know if you're speaking or if there's a sound problem. There we go. Hi. Where are you from?
I'm from Hanoi.
Hanoi, cool. Where in Hanoi do you live?
I live in Hoàng Mai.
Oh my, okay, cool. And have you lived there your whole life?
Can you say that again?
Have you lived in Have you lived in Hanoi your entire life, your whole life?
Yes.
Okay, nice. And what do you do? Do you study or are you still at school?
I'm still at school.
Okay, nice. And what do you want to be? What do you want to do when you leave school?
Maybe I want to become a lawyer.
A lawyer. Oh, nice. Lawyers are cool. Yeah, oh, no one likes lawyers, really. Not always someone people like. Yeah, okay, nice. So what are you gonna study when you leave school? Or what kind of subjects do you have to do well in to be a lawyer?
Maybe I think that I need to study the economics or and some English skills too.
Cool. So you want to go into like finance law?
Yes.
Very interesting. Okay, awesome. And what are your hobbies?
Maybe I like playing the piano.
Okay. Why you say maybe?
Because sometimes it's very hard to
Okay. Sometimes you don't
play
like
the
it.
new song, so I don't like to practice all the time.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Yes.
Well, guys, it's really nice to meet you. My name's Teacher Denver, yeah? What can I tell you? I live in South Africa now. I live in the mountains, a place called Wellington. My family is half is from England, half is from America. So my accent's a bit like, I don't know, I think it's neutral. What are my hobbies? I love painting, I love reading. I'm trying to think, I didn't really prepare this. Yeah, those are my hobbies. I love going in nature. There's some really beautiful nature where I live. And I got a little boy, a son. I hang out with a lot. I have to look after him. He's very naughty and busy. And yeah, I've been teaching IELTS for, wow, how many years now? Like on and off for about 8-9 years, I think. So I will be able to help you guys, okay? And then just quickly about this class, you can ask a question anytime you want. I will do my best to make it as fun as possible, okay? I want you guys to enjoy being here. I want you guys to learn as much as possible. I do enjoy teaching IELTS because I think you can apply to a lot of different things in life. Like Naha, you'll be able to apply this to law, I'm sure. There'll always be something you can use from IELTS, okay? So some of the strategies and techniques you should be able to use in a lot of things, okay? But it will also give you a sort of good idea of what's going on in the world. And yeah, it's kind of like a lot of this will be debating, like there's debate type topics that we do. So you'll learn like how to discuss an argument or, you know, just discuss certain topics and things that are happening in the world, okay? So that is a lot of the topics in IELTS test. If you are going to do the test, a lot of the topics students don't always know this, but they come from things that are in the news currently, okay? So if you go look at you need to read the news. You should know what's happening in the world, because that is what the IELTS test will be based on. It's sometimes students will study something from many years ago, and it won't be relevant to now. So those kind of topics that you're studying in a textbook that's maybe 5-10 years old, you're likely not going to get asked in a test now, okay? When I was in Vietnam, I used AI and I said, like, what are the most common topics? And we studied, with my students, we studied 3 or 4 topics, and they got asked on those ones in their test, okay? So it's kind of easy to predict. But what I'm saying is you need to read the newspaper, you need to know what's going on in the world in terms of finance, of wars, of technology, all those things, okay? You guys got it. Does anyone have any questions for me before we start?
Will you play any sport?
Do I play any sport? I used to play sport. I used to play a lot of sport. I used to play football. My favorite football team is Barcelona. So if there's any Real Madrid fans here, you can get out. No, I'm kidding. I used to play basketball. I'm pretty tall. I used to play table tennis, basketball. In my country, there's a sport called rugby, cricket. Yeah, but I love playing football the most, and basketball. Yeah.
You says cricket, right?
Cricket, yeah. It's like with a bat.
It's like baseball, right?
It's like baseball, yeah. Yeah. But it's a really hard ball and it goes really, really fast. If it hits you, it's like really painful. It's pretty scary, yeah. It's a scary sport. But now I'm just like a little bit too old to kind of play sport. So I do yoga and I exercise. If I go play sport now, I'll get injured. Yeah. But I played.
I think you look young.
No, I'm not. I'm really old. I'm 40 years old. I played. I did my knee, my ACL. Have you guys heard about ACL ligaments? It's like in your knee. It's the really bad one. If you tear it, it's like it's really bad. So I did my knee when I was playing indoor football when I was 27, and I had to have an operation, and it was the most painful thing ever. Yeah, for like 4 weeks I couldn't walk. So yeah, I don't wanna. Yeah, so I miss football and I miss sport, but now I just exercise. Yeah, and I play like.
Sorry, teacher. Do you see An Phương come back?
No, I don't see An Phương. No.
Okay, Mai Chi, please help me to call An Phương. Thank you.
Thanks, Mai Chi.
Because I cannot call her. Thank you, Bella.
Okay, yeah. Any more questions? Okay. So I have like kind of a lesson plan for today. But again, if you got any questions, please let me know. Some topics will come up in the lesson. I will be giving you documentation as we go, like through the course. I'm not going to give it to you all now. I have some of it. Some of it I need to still edit. But yeah, who can tell me what is IELTS? Mai Chi, what? Oh, you're busy. Hi, Min. What is the IELTS speaking? What is that about? Do you know?
I don't really.
You don't know?
Yes.
Has anyone here done a IELTS test? Has anyone done? No one's done IELTS before. Chong?
I think only my chi.
Only Mai Chi's done it. Okay. Are you guys all planning to do IELTS at some point? Not? Maybe.
I think my future job will need it.
I think you need it. Yeah, most of students need it. To be honest, like I started teaching IELTS 8 years ago. I didn't think students would still need it. For the time, I thought it would only be around for a few years, but it looks like it's just become more and more necessary. It's become more and more like relevant and important. So, yeah, I'm glad about that because I got quite a lot of experience doing that. Okay. In this course also, I have your names. I will be assessing you all the time, okay? I will be monitoring you, seeing where your weaknesses are, and I will record that. I will share that document with you. So some of you will get more exercises to do than others, but it's up to you to kind of develop, okay? So Chung Ein, I might notice something in your speech or your intonation or something. I will make a note of that. You need to go and try and improve that, okay? I will direct you and tell you what to do, but you need to just be aware of that, okay? Learning language takes time. It doesn't happen very fast. Like especially vocabulary and pronunciation will take a bit of time to practice. But for speaking and for writing, I will teach you the shortcuts, techniques to pass the test or to get the best score. Okay, you got it. Any questions? Naha? No?
No.
No? Sure, okay. Marie, I don't want to start. Should I wait for Fongain?
We can start right now.
Okay, we can start. Okay. So no one knows what IELTS speaking is. My Chi, what is IELTS speaking test? Can you tell us?
Speaking test?
Yes.
I'm not really sure, but
You're not sure? Didn't you do the test?
I did the test, but I think it's just weird answering the question that they asked us.
They asked. Did you not prepare for it? Didn't you know? Did you practice it before? Did you know what to do when you went to the test?
Just a little bit, not too much.
Okay, so your mom's like, yeah, go do the go do this test. Surprise.
I just want to be comfortable. Like,
Okay.
I don't know.
So you say you want to be comfortable doing the next test, where you're a little bit nervous doing the test.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. What can you remember anything from the test? No?
I mean, yes. But
What do you remember? What score did you get, if you don't mind me asking, if you don't mind sharing? What did you get?
only 5.
5. But you must be, okay, I think you're better than that. Yeah, okay. So most of you guys will be about a 5 to 5.5 or 6. I will try to get you that the magical number 6.5, yeah? So for universities, for jobs and stuff, 6.5 is normally like what you need to get. I will do my best to get you guys there, okay? Yeah, okay. So let me show you quick. Okay, so part 1. The IELTS test is 3 parts, yeah? Part 1 is 45 minutes. It's introduction and short questions. So you don't have to take notes yet, guys. If there's anything in here where you don't see notes, take a note, but I will share this all with you, okay? All my documentation, all my exercises, you guys will have, okay? The examiner asks 4 to 6 simple personal questions about familiar topics: home, work, study, hobbies, daily life, etc. Give short but full answers. So we will start off, we're going to practice this today. You need to give about 2.4 sentences for an answer there. Now, for part 1, this is where you will get sort of, the assessor already kind of knows what your score is after asking you part 1, okay? They already kind of know what your band score is. Part 2 and part 3 are really hard, okay? So part 2 and part 3, if your band score is 7 and above, you can normally kind of answer those questions. You have to answer it anyways, you have to do your best, but just know for part 1, that is what you really have to practice, okay? Because you will, most of those kind of topics you can prepare for. Like we said, it's family, hobbies, work, study, those kind of things you can prepare and have answers ready, okay? It gives you a very good chance of getting a good score. I've seen too many students come in and they're not prepared for part 1, and already if you kind of answer poorly in part 1, you're not going to get above a 5.5 or a 6, okay? So start off well. And it says there 45 minutes. Your speaking test is only about 12 to 15 minutes, okay? So for part 1, you want to answer 2 to 4 sentences. You don't want to give short answers. That's a really big problem. You don't want to give answers that are too long. That can be a problem, but it's worse if you give short answers, okay? You guys understand that? And there are a few techniques we will go through soon on that, okay? I'll show you some stuff. Okay, and guys, just if there are any questions, let me know, yeah? So here, part 2 starts getting harder. Okay, part 2, you're given a cue card. This is a cue card. You're given something that looks like this. Okay, so describe an indoor game that you have played with friends or family. You should say what the game was, where you played it, who you played this game with you, and why you liked it. So you'll get something that looks like that, and you need to speak for 2 minutes. You'll have 1 minute to prepare. Okay, so that 1 minute is really, really important. We will go through strategies of how to prepare. A lot of students will write down, they'll try write down the full sentence. That's the wrong thing to do. You need to just write down keywords. So we'll learn something about keywords. And again, a lot of the ways that you prepare for this, you will use that for writing task 2 and writing task 1 also. Okay, part 1. You got it. Okay. So yeah, just keep that in mind. We will practice all of this over and over again. I will try to have some fun topics that, you know, like, but you guys can enjoy doing. And then part 3 is really hard. Okay, so part 3 is when it gets difficult. This is more of a discussion type question. It's kind of like writing task 2 sort of questions. So this is also when I said you need to read the newspaper, know what's going on in the world. Like these type of questions will be relevant, topical questions, okay? So the examiner asks more abstract. Abstract is like where you have to give your opinion or think in a creative way. Opinion-based and deeper questions related to part 2 topic. Discuss ideas, give opinions, reasons, and examples, okay? So again, I've seen students that just kind of just don't know what's going on, or they don't have opinions and stuff, and that makes it really, really hard. Some of them even have the right English level to be able to speak about this, but they don't know what to speak about when they speak about nuclear technology or, you know, or smartphones or something, okay? One thing here, don't ask questions, okay? I've had it in an essay before where I've had it in an examination before where the students start asking me questions. I'm like, no, don't do that. You are meant to speak. Okay, the examiner will ask you questions. You don't ask them questions. I'll just put that in there. And then also, I said be cheery. Okay, be cheery just means be happy. Okay, so going into the test, like for your speaking and writing, you need to be positive, okay? Like go in, smile. Like when you meet the examiner, say, how are you doing? I'm fine, thanks, whatever. But be happy. It's much harder to give a person that is happy a bad score than it is a person that's really sad and moody, okay? And that's the same for your writing. I've marked thousands of essays. When someone writes an essay that's nice and neat and they're not like scratching out, it's much easier to give them a good score, okay? It's not, the examiners are trained not to. Like they trained like just to give a score on what the person says or what the person writes, but it's human nature, okay? It's subconscious. So be like, go in with a really good attitude, okay? That's a really important tip. Okay. So for part 3, this is an example. These are the type of questions you might be given, okay? How has technology changed the way people learn about today compared to the past? Okay. So you won't be able to prepare for this. This will just be on the spot. But again, the students that are aware of what's happening in the world will do well in part 3 speaking, and they will do well in task 2 writing. Okay, it's really important. There's a difference. There's only like your vocabulary, your pronunciation, that stuff can take, like you're always learning that, yeah? But if you're not aware of what's happening in the world, you're not going to get like your task achievement score and your response score is going to be really, really low. Okay, you got it. So here, like this is a good example. Like, do you think children should be allowed to use smartphones at school? Why not? You need an opinion on that. Okay, some people say that we rely too much on technology. Do you agree or do you disagree? You need an opinion on that. So this is good if you know someone that's English. Like speak to them about these kind of topics, yeah? See what other people think, get their opinions, and these are things you need to start discussing with people in English, okay? Like constantly. Okay, you guys got it. So I'm not gonna check you on this just yet. I wanna get through this. Are there any questions so far? Just before I carry on? Sorry, and this first lesson, I'm gonna talk a lot. I promise you, you guys are gonna speak a lot in the next lessons, don't worry. And we're gonna speak, you guys are gonna speak soon. Are there any questions? Bella? Maichi? No?
No.
You sure? Chungain? You think you want a question there, no?
No,
Okay.
I don't think.
Okay, cool. Now, the scores are broken down like this. So you'll get, each one of these is marked out of 9. So you get a score out of 9 for this, you get a score out of 9 for this, and then they give you your average at the end, okay? So fluency and coherence. This is how smooth and logically you speak. Speed, pauses, hesitation, and how well ideas are connected. This is something that seems difficult, but this is something that we can improve the most on. This is one of the things that's kind of easiest to improve in these classes, okay? Lexical resource, that's just your vocabulary, okay? You got it. So if you're using the right vocabulary, idioms, phrases, collocations, if you're using the right tense, sorry, that's grammar. What I will teach you is I do try to teach you vocabulary that you can use for speaking and for writing. So you like, I'm not gonna get like, whenever I say learn these words or study this, it will be important words, okay? I'm not gonna give you anything to study that's not important, but I will try and give you words that are versatile, that you can use in different essays or for many different topics, okay, for speaking and writing. Okay, I try focus on that because it just means you don't have as many words to learn. You got fewer words to learn that you can use more. Okay, grammatical range and accuracy. This is a good one. Variety of grammar structures and how correct your grammar is. Like if you're using conditionals and you're using past and present perfect and past continuous, that gets you scores. Okay, that is what native speakers use. Okay, so the more you're able to do that, and the more accurately you're able to do that, the better your score is, okay? But this is also practice. All of this is practice. And then pronunciation, how clear and natural your pronunciation is, okay? Again, I will be, like I said earlier, I assess everything. I will put in your, like, here's my students here. I'm gonna make you guys one. This is for my other classes. You guys will have one. But here I will write constant feedback for you guys, okay? I will say like pronunciation, final sounds, oops. You know, your intonation, work on that, especially these words. I will constantly be assessing, okay? I know it takes time. I've been teaching for quite a long time. I understand if I say final sounds, it doesn't just happen immediately. It takes some time, okay? But just know I'm assessing, I'm listening to you all the time, okay? Cool. That's about it for now. We're going to do a little exercise. Okay, so these are... we've lost this student. No, we've lost her. Okay, these are two... like, this is like one of the first things you get asked for part 1 in speaking. It's always, where do you live? What's your hometown? What are your hobbies? What do you, your free time, leisure time? You almost always get asked this, okay? Marie... is Nyatha, she having connection problems?
All right. Let me ask.
That's okay. This is just an important part. I don't want her to miss this, but it's okay. So here you can see, keep it 2 to 4 sentences long, okay? And this one here is remember to paraphrase. Does anyone know what this word paraphrase means? Have you guys heard that? Anyone? Anyone? Hi, Min. Have you heard this before? Jangai?
Yes, I heard it before.
Okay, what does it mean, bud?
I think it's like say a different sentences but keep the meaning.
Yeah, in your own words, to repeat what was said in your own words, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so paraphrase. So like I actually paraphrased you now. You said something and I repeated what you said, but in my own words, okay? So that's all it is. For task 2 writing, you will get the topic question. You have to paraphrase that in your first paragraph, okay? So it's important for speaking and for writing. But for speaking, why this is so important, okay, yeah, cool, now how's back? This is a really, really important thing that immediately can improve your score. Now, how can you hear us? Now, how?
Did I come back?
I think our internet. Someone's downloading a HD movie there, 4K. Now, huh? Hello.
Dạ Thà ơi, thầy gọi con.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Now, how we just talking about paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is repeating something in your own words. It's important for speaking and it's important for writing. Now, why this is so important? Because it immediately you answer in a fuller sentence. It shows that you understand the sentence, that you understand what the person's asking you. Okay, and it's something that native speakers do. So everything I teach you, I will teach you stuff that native speakers do because I want you to answer more naturally. It's not something a native speaker will do all the time, but it is something I want you to start doing as much as you can. Okay, so try do it all the time. So for example, if I say to you, where are you from? You say to me, the place I live in is. That's a good way to start your answer, okay? You don't say, where are you from? Hanoi, Vietnam. That's bad. Okay, you need to stop that immediately, yeah? So don't do that. What are your hobbies? My pastime. Pastime is a synonym. I'll just write this down here. Sorry. Spelling. No. I can't spell pastimes. My pastimes include, okay, what are your hobbies? My pastimes include reading books, watching movies, okay. This is how we answer. Are you working or studying? Currently, I am only studying. Or currently, I'm learning in high school, okay. This is a number one thing that a lot of students getting 5 or 5.5 do not do, okay. So everything I'm teaching you, when I write it in these documents and you'll learn, please try and do that, okay? This is a very good thing to immediately improve your scores. You got it, okay? And like I said before, you need to have very good answers for part 1 topics. This is where you will get the majority of your band score from. If you can do past 1 really well, you give yourself a very good chance for a high band score, okay? Okay, I hope that has here. So what we're gonna do is, I'll give you guys, because I'm going to assess this and then we're going to go into writing. I'm going to give you guys like 2 or 3 minutes. I want you to write down answers for these ones here. What do you do in your free time? And what did you do in your free time when you were a child? So be careful, this is past, yeah? Okay, this is kind of like, this will be future present and this will be past present. So check your tenses. And then again, look how they have started. Look how good these answers are because they started to paraphrase. What do you do in your free time? I usually spend my free time reading. So it's okay if you say free time. That's okay. You don't have to paraphrase and change it every time, but as long as you repeat the question back. Okay. So I usually spend my free time reading fiction or going for long walks in the park. And then you elaborate, you expand more on that. Okay. So like I noticed not all of you guys did that when I asked you what your hobbies were, yeah? See, reading helps me relax and escape from daily stress while walks keep me physically active. So you've mentioned what you do and then you explain that a bit more. This you will see later when we do task 2 writing, it's just as important, okay? So this strategy and technique is important for speaking and writing. Because you'll see in writing a lot of people, they will make an opinion. I believe students should not have mobile phones in school because it distracts them, and they end what they're saying there. Where you need to expand and explain that more. I believe students should not have mobile phones in schools because it distracts them, which means that they don't get the grades that they should be getting. They lose concentration on important work. You see, you need to have that expansion and elaboration on what you're saying or writing. Okay, that is really important. Okay, so for now, paraphrase and expand. I'm going to put here paraphrasing. So expand on your answer can mean explain, expand, show a reason, give an example, okay? Again, we are going to, like a lot of these strategies now, don't worry about if you don't get it just yet. We're going to practice this a lot in the next few weeks. Sorry, did you guys get a fright? That was a balloon. Did you guys hear that? Sorry, balloon popped. Okay, and then what did you do in your free time when you were a child? When I was a child, in my spare time, I used to play a lot of outdoor games with my friends. Okay, so you see how they are repeating the question back. Again, if you can do it in your own words, that's good. But just make sure that you at least repeat the question back. It is the most important thing. Okay, now how do you understand this? Any questions?
All right. Sorry, I just forgot the past time. What does it mean?
Pastime means hobby.
Hobby, all right. Okay.
Yeah. It's a nice word for hobby, yeah. So in my pastime, this is what I do.
Is this now? Is it now, right?
What do you mean? Is it now?
And now over like this.
It's a noun. Yeah, it's a noun.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought you said now. Yeah. Okay. Guys, this is important. Are there any questions? So immediately, these are two strategies I think improve scores a lot. And I notice it with, this is the difference between band score 5 and band score 6.5. Okay, you got it. Simple things. Hard to do sometimes, but we're going to practice it. So now what I need you to do is we are going to give answers on both of these. So take 2 minutes. I want you to write it down. These are examples. Don't copy these examples. Okay, I'm going to ask you the question. Don't give me the same one back, please. I want what your pastimes are, what your hobbies are. Okay. You got it? So please take, you got 2 or 3 minutes. And then we're going to speak and I'm going to assess you. You got it? Netha? Hi, Min? Okay, so 3 minutes. Let's go. So for question 1 and for question 2, I need you to answer me. I will be speaking to you all. Mai Chi, you got it? No AI, please. Don't use AI. I want you to write, yeah? So write it down with a pen. You can write it on your computer if you want, but use a pen. I think it's better. Okay.
Các bạn ơi, bạn có câu nào không hiểu các bạn có thể hỏi ngay lập tức, hỏi luôn nhé. Mình có thể support các bạn bằng tiếng Việt nếu các bạn cần thiết nhé. Hải Minh và Nhật Hà nhé. Khi mà thầy hỏi các bạn có hiểu không thì nếu mà các bạn có thể thì các bạn giúp mình bật mic và nói là yes I can or something like that. Alright? Thank you. Sorry, I just remind them when you ask, do you understand? You can say yes I can or no I can't.
That's okay.
To answer you.
I'll just go like this, yeah? Or
Yeah, alright.
Okay. Okay, got 2 minutes left. And then we start. One minute. 1 minute and then we will practice. Okay, who wants to go first? Bella, you first. You're first. Bella, what do you do in your free time? Let's go. Relax, yeah?
To say I usually play the guitar during my free time. It's also one of my hobbies, let me tell you, and it helps me relax after a long period of studying. And I really enjoy the feelings when I learning new songs, and sometimes I just play it for fun, but the other times I will focus on improving my skills more so that I can play as a band with my friends.
Excellent answer, Bella. That was really good. I'm surprised you didn't get a better score. That was a really good answer. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks. Hi, Min, you're next, bud. What do you do in your free time?
I usually spend my free time to playing video games. That help me to release release me from stress and prevent me from burning out. Also playing piano bring me comfort through the melody, and moreover, I read books or studying to gain more knowledge in my free time.
Okay, what did you say? What does the piano do? The piano brings you?
The piano bring me the comfort.
Comfort, yeah, cool. Helps you to relax. Nice, buddy. That was very good speaking. You did everything right there, guys. So well done. Like, I am taking assessments and that, but like for the most part, this is pretty good. Nyarha, what do you answer for this one? What do you do in your free time, Nyarha?
In my free time, I often like crochet new things because I feel a little bit proud when I can make some own things for myself. And in my summer holiday, I want to hang out with my friends. We can go out for a cup of coffee or maybe try some new places and take some photos.
Okay, very good. One thing I picked up, and this is for everyone. Okay, this is also just a quick thing that immediately makes your sentence structures better, and I want you to start using this. Instead of saying I can, or like Vietnamese students do this, you say I can. Rather say I am able to. Okay, or sometimes you can say it allows me to, depending on the context. Okay, so this is already better. Okay, you said I can twice there, so just say I'm able to. Okay,
I'm able to.
you got that. And this is for everyone. Just remember this phrase. Second language speakers say I can, native speakers say I am able to, or I'm able to. Okay, it's immediately better.
I'm able to and what? Sorry.
It allows me to. It allows me to. It depends on the context. Yeah, like studying technology. It allows me to have more time at home, and I'm able to do something that I love. Okay. Not studying technology, I can spend more time at home. It allows me to spend more time at home. Or working from home, it allows me to spend more time with my son. Okay, so just depends on the context, but almost every time you say I can, rather say I'm able to. It's better. Okay, Chung An, what's your answer, bud?
Yes. In my free time, I usually listen to music and play video game. Sometimes I like to watch YouTuber streaming or on YouTube, and I also like to watch knowledge content on YouTube too. And I'm living at home right now, but when I live in my university dorm, I really like to walk around my school in my time off. My school is really big, and it has really good view. and there is in many vehicle around my school, so I'm able to relax.
Yeah. It allows me to relax. Yeah, I'm able to relax. Perfect. Yeah. That was very good, buddy. That was a really good answer. One thing though, just remember to keep it to free time. Like you started to go a little bit off topic, but that's okay. Remember, the most important thing is that you speak here. The assessor will stop you. If you're answering too long, they'll go, okay, that's enough. But for me personally, I don't think that that's a big problem. You don't really get marked down on that unless you do it like all the time. So it's just remember for speaking, it's better to speak than not to speak, okay? So just keep that in mind because they are assessing you on your speaking. So especially when we get to part 2 for speaking, some students, you have to speak for 2 minutes. Some students go, oh, I don't know what to say, and they struggle to speak. That's when you're losing score. You're losing your score a lot when you're not speaking, okay? So you need to make sure that you're always speaking. Okay, who wants to go next? Is it you, Marie? That's everyone, yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
All right. When I have free time, I always read books with my children for leisure. I have maintained this pastime for a long time, and I believe that reading book is a good habit for everyone. Therefore, I generated a small library in my house to let my kids read as much as they can. Is it enough?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's enough. As long as it should be at least 2 sentences. Okay. The big problem is, like we mentioned, what do you do in your free time? I like to play basketball. Yeah, like that's not good enough. So as long as you're saying something and explain it, it's perfect. Okay, cool. We're gonna do one more. This is just I'm testing you on your grammar usage here. Okay, so just make sure you use the right grammar. I'm seeing your grammar flexibility, what kinds of grammar you can use, your grammar range. So yeah, what did you do in your free time when you were a child? I know we just spoke about free time, but I would like you to try answer a little bit differently, okay? Don't say I did the same things as I did now. Just try make it a little bit interesting, okay? So you got 1 minute. 1 minute to prepare an answer for this one. What did you do in your free time when you were a child? Okay. You got 1 minute, guys.
Fond of.
And yeah, I used to. This is a phrase that native speakers use a lot. Yeah, I used to. It's a good phrase to know. Like I used to, my friends and I used to. Yeah. That's a very native speaker phrase. Very used phrase. Yeah, quite fond of is also quite a native speaker phrase. Quite fond of, or rather.
What does it mean?
It means like rather. Quite fond of means enjoy. I'm quite fond of. I like. Rather enjoy. Enjoying. Yeah. So both these phrases are good to know.
Is it adjective?
Quite fond of. I think it's a verb phrase. No, it's a verbal phrase. Yeah.
I was also quite fond of.
Yeah, so fond of that like collocation, yeah, it means to like something. Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. If you talk about you can use that phrase for a lot of different things. You can say I'm fond of reading books, or you can describe a person like I'm really fond of my uncle. You can describe as a person. I'm fond of him because he's a generous and kind person.
Sorry, I was also rather enjoyed.
Yeah, this phrase doesn't work well. I was also.
Or I rather enjoyed, or I was.
I also rather enjoyed. I'll just put it here quick.
I also rather enjoy. Okay.
I also rather enjoyed. That phrase doesn't work there.
I also rather enjoy. also rather enjoy. Oh my God.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
Okay, Bella, you want to start again?
Yes, I can.
Cool. I thought you were gonna say no. Okay, Bella, what do you enjoy in your free time? What did you enjoy in your free time when you were a child? Tell us.
Well, as for how I used to spend my free time as a child, I mostly did drawing. I really enjoyed creating pictures of animals or cartoon characters. Yeah. And after finishing any drawings, I often show it off to my parents and they will give me compliments. And as a kid that age, so those words of encouragement, it made me feel proud and gave me motivation to keep improving. So thinking about it now, I thought it was a great way to express my imagination. Yeah. That's it.
Bella, that's excellent. Did you write that yourself, or did you go use AI now?
I wrote it.
That's a really good answer. Did you really only get a 5.5 in your band score?
Only 5. They said that my social knowledge is not good enough.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, you need to just like read the news a little bit. Okay, there are news apps, there's social apps. Yeah, you just need to go like know what people are talking about. Okay, but your general like linguistic skills are really good. Well done. Yeah.
After this class, may you please send me some resources or link or some books for us to read, like a news or.
I will. I'll tell you now, quick. So I'm on a website called this one here, Reddit. Okay. This is a Reddit that like you basically you can see here on the left. These are all like threads that I subscribe to. And these are things I enjoy. Like I like bonsais. I read about ChatGPT. So like I recommend getting a Reddit account, getting this account, and then you will update your feed. Okay, so things that you enjoy, because why this is so good, why that app, you have the app on the website. Why that's so good is because it's things you enjoy, and people post and people make comments on it. It's in English, but there's a lot of real world stuff that comes into that too. So when the people are speaking, they're using topics in the real world. So you'll see in my class, like I always suggest, if you read, you don't need to go read a book about nuclear technology because that might come up in the IELTS exam. Okay, just read something that you enjoy. As long as you're enjoying reading something, then it's good. But Reddit is good because real world topics come up. No matter what you decide or how specific your topics are that you choose, you will be talking to people about real world issues. Okay, there is also like a let me show you here. You get home and you get popular. So there's, oh sorry, I'm not sharing screen, oops. You get popular here, so you can like you can see what's, okay, that's pretty gross. You can see what's popular in the world today. So a lot of it will be like politics, the war that's going on, technology. Okay, I highly recommend this site. You got it. And then if you find something like here, you'll see this is a subreddit here. It's called mildly infuriating. You can then join. If you keep seeing that, you join that subreddit, and then you'll get information from there. But I'll send this link to you later. Okay.
Yeah.
You got it.
What about some website can update the news? For example, yesterday the Artemis to come back to Earth, something like that.
So this also has there is one site I will send you. There is a website that I will send you, but this also has a news thing. So Reddit also has a news feature.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's news here too. Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Is there a post or just a status? Yeah, like a Donald Trump, something like that.
Yeah, there's Trump here. This is all the news stuff, and you can go in here. You can see what's interesting. You can see like people commenting, yeah, and you can write your comments. You can interact with people. This is good. This is what you guys should be like using as much as you can, because again, most of the people writing on here are native speakers, and their English is pretty good for the most part too. So you're going to be learning a lot. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Bella, excellent answer. Chungayan, what's your answer, bud? What did you do in your free time when you were a child?
When I was young, I really liked to play outside with my friend. We did play many common games like football, hide and seek, and tag, and so on. But in my core memory, I remember that we usually circle around my street and try to find something fun to play, like chasing duck or playing dirt.
playing in the dirt.
Yeah.
Chasing ducks.
Yeah, there are some family raise duck. Near my house, and we throw stone and chase them around. There's a pond, and we
good answer. Okay, just
lose them.
Sorry, Chungayan, I'm gonna be back 1 second. Just give me a sec, guys. Pops, what's going on? I need the toilet. Does he need to pee? We're getting out of here. You're getting out of here. Yeah. In the middle. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Chungayan, those are excellent answer, buddy. My son loves to chase ducks also. I don't know why. Where I live, there's like a dam, and there's ducks and birds there. Whenever he sees them, he runs and he chases them. And they're like fly. Chase them around.
He
good.
just have so much energy and just like to run.
They just like to run.
Running around. Yeah.
As I said, I had a birthday party yesterday. I had all these kids yesterday. I was so tired. At the end of the party, I was like, oh, I'm still tired from it. But yeah, it was fun. Nice word you used there too, core memory, yeah? If anyone, let me just write this down here. A core memory, does anyone know what a core memory is? So yeah, I will like write vocab as it comes up. Core memory, that's just, how do I explain this? Core memory is like something you cannot forget from the past, yeah? And this is often like with children. Children will have a core memory. They can be 4, 5, 6 years old, but there will be a core memory that they will like never forget. Okay, that's quite a nice like phrase there, or collocation. Very nice. Hi Min, what about you, bud? What did you do in your free time when you were a child?
When I was a child, I was used to playing badminton with my dad because he wanted me to be energetic and sportaholic. Also, in the past, my parents didn't allow me to use smartphone frequently, so I have more time to play some outdoor games with my friend, like hide and seek or just chasing each other. Also, I participated in my elementary chess club after studying in school. I think it have a lot of fun and also helped me to train my logical thinking.
Yeah, very good answers. Do you still play chess?
No, I don't play anymore.
You don't play anymore. Why not?
Mm, I think because I'm just bored of it.
You bored with it?
Yes.
You got bored of chess. Okay, to be fair, I'm the same. Yeah, I used to play a lot of chess when I was a kid, and then you get onto new things, new hobbies, something else. But I'm starting to play chess again. I'm enjoying it now. So, okay, good answer, bud. Nyatha, what's your answer?
Um, when I was a child, I used to play with my neighbors some traditional games like hide and seek. And maybe on the weekends when my parents were free, we usually went out and have dinner together.
Yeah. Is that it? That was weird. I didn't know you were finished. That's very good. What kind of food do you like? What kind of dinners did you enjoy the most? Is there a core memory you can remember when having dinner with them? Like, what were you eating?
Maybe there's a time when my family and I went out for dinner and then it have a very heavy rain and we cannot go home because it's rain very heavy.
Okay, that's interesting. There's always a memory you can remember there, yeah. And we were able to, we can, yeah. Try use that phrase. Very good, Marie.
Me, all right.
Yeah.
When I was a child, my parents encouraged me a lot to read books in all of my free time. My father used to buy bunch of books for me every my birthday as presents, and thanks him, I became a bookworm, and currently my daughter follows my steps. I binged in fairy tale, and I was also quite fond of science books during my whole childhood. Therefore, I had a dream to be author in the future.
You had dreams to be. Oh, you had dreams to be an author. You still time. Yeah. Are you gonna write a book?
No,
No.
no, I still have this dream,
just a
and
dream.
I have some outline of my book in the future.
You should do it, Marie. I think it's an awesome. Are you gonna write a children's book or?
Yeah, children book, of course.
Yeah, do it. I think Amy's gonna love it. Yeah, but I
Yeah.
think she's a big critic also. Just there, quick. Thanks to him. Just I think you
Thanks
missed
to him,
you missed the preposition there too. And following in my
Thanks to
footsteps.
him.
Yeah, she's now following in my footsteps. Not following.
Follows in my footsteps.
Yeah, she's
Follows
follows in my
my
footsteps or following in my
Yeah.
footsteps. Yeah, it depends. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any questions so far before we move on to writing? Anyone?
Sorry.
Does anyone have any questions? That was pretty good though, guys. Everyone was paraphrasing well there. You're answering the right length. You're explaining what you meant. It was like, honestly, if I had to give you all scores, you would get pretty good scores. That's at least a 6. Like all of you, like none of the answers I heard now were lower than a band score 6. Just so you know.
Should
Yeah, I'm serious.
should I learn by heart? Because I can write quickly, but when I speak, I forgot everything.
So yeah, I think for part 1, learn by heart, because part 1 you know what kind of answers are coming up, and that's fine. Learn by heart, but like still be relaxed enough that if you're in the test you can kind of change it enough, but learn by heart. You know it's going to be hobbies, you know it's going to be work or study, you know it's going to be where you live. You know what I mean? So learn those, and what's good to do is learn a present tense and learn a past tense. That's what I was doing here. Yeah, they can be very similar. Your answers can be similar, but learn the present and learn the past, and make sure you have that. Because again, the assessor will be like, they already kind of know what your score is after part 1. Okay, so yeah, learn it by heart. Impress them a lot with part 1. Part 2 and part 3 is hard. Okay, are you sure? No questions, guys? You guys are fine for now? Yes,
I have a
Jungwon?
question.
Yes.
You says that you used to play chess when you was a child,
Yes.
right? How old was you?
When I played chess?
Yeah.
I played when I started playing when I was about 7 or 8 years old, and I played
Oh,
just until like 12. I played for 4 or 5 years. But then when I was in high school, when I was in big school, I played, like, I still played a little bit, but I played a lot. When I was from 8 to 12, I played a lot of chess, yeah.
so and currently you play it again, right?
I'm starting to play again, yes. But now
Yeah.
it's like, when I
Do you
played as a
think-
kid, there wasn't like chess theory and all these like moves, like Queen's Gambit and Russian theory. Like, I just played for fun, and I played my brothers who were older than me. So I just liked to beat them. I wanted to beat my brothers. So that's all I cared about. And my friends at school. But now it's like, yeah, there's all this theory. So I'm trying to learn that, yeah. Yeah, so... But it's fun.
Yeah, I just think, do you think when you get older, your soul just like you young, just love to do the things that you used to do when you was a child?
Yeah, it is that. It's called nostalgic. Okay, this is also actually a word. Always forget this. My spelling is terrible. My vocab's good. Nostalgic is like when you remember something fondly that you like. When you remember something with good memories when you were young, that's nostalgic. Okay, or just remembering things when you were younger. So yeah, playing chess is nostalgic. It's like a really nice feeling. Okay. Yeah, this is actually a really nice word to use. You can use this for quite a few topics, but remembering something with fond memories, I'll put that in there.
So it's a verb?
It's an adjective. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know this word, but I remember I saw a word like nostalgia.
Nostalgia. Nostalgia is the noun. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's understand.
Sorry, and fond. Yeah, that's a nice word actually. It's a very nice native word. Yeah, so like I will also tell you, like, I love English, guys. I read, I love words. Okay, so like when I tell you there's some words that I think, I don't know, when I hear my friends use them, I'm like, oh, it makes me happy that they know that word or they're using that word. So I will try to give those words to you as much as possible. Okay, you got it. So like I want you to, yeah, there's just some words in English that are just really nice words to know. Okay, so it's good to know those ones. Okay. Any more? So you see, ask me questions. Questions are good, guys. If you anything you're confused about, like, please don't hesitate to ask. Okay.